Liebe Leute, das absolut Unvorstellbare ist passiert. Trump wurde zum Präsidenten der USA gewählt. Seitdem erreichen uns viele Anfragen. Ist TTIP nun Geschichte? Hat etwa Trump TTIP erledigt? Und wie unterscheiden sich eigentlich unsere Argumente von dem nationalistischen Gepoltere Trumps? All diese Fragen habe ich per Skype Lori Wallach gestellt in Washington. Sie ist eine der berühmtesten Handelsaktivistinnen der USA.
The corporations and the press that love TTIP, who in the US also love TPP, they're trying to make it seem like Donald Trump personally killed all of these agreements and protectionism is taking over. We want our friends in Europe to understand the real story. The TPP was derailed because of a strategic, relentless 6-year campaign by people in the TPP countries united together across borders as an international civil society movement fighting against corporate power. As we organized our successful fight in the US against TPP, we were inspired and learned a lot from the amazing work that you've done in Germany to educate your whole country. We realized we could get people in this country to understand ISDS and its threat because you did it there. And this all happened before Donald Trump. Trump focuses on what's good for the big national companies. With TTIP, he simply hasn't taken a position. He could turn what he's saying to something the opposite. So until he literally says that he's not going to engage in further TTIP negotiations, one should assume, given how bad TTIP is for people on the planet and how many corporations love TTIP, that he may very well be for it. What he is thinking about is a pretty nationally focused policy, versus civil society is really interested in making sure that there are rules that apply to people all around the world that put people and their needs and the planet first and don't prioritize corporate power and corporations. So we have a much more international view. So if we don't have bad agreements like TPP and TTIP, what are we for? Let's write it down. The kind of trade agreements we are for would eliminate all the special corporate protections and powers now packed into trade agreements, like ISDS and limits on financial and energy and food regulation, and put in place the missing rules to make trade fair. For instance, ensuring labor and human rights and environmental rights are the basis of competition in the global economy. But those aren't enforced, and often the trade agreements actually overrule those other obligations. So we need to have the standards for people on the planet put in as a condition of trade so that when competition occurs, it's competition that brings up standards in the countries with the lower standards, and it does not create a race to the bottom. Activists in Europe, and particularly in Germany, should feel incredibly proud over their accomplishment. You've come so far in stopping the TTIP. So I want to really thank everyone in Germany who has done this amazing work. But it's important to stay alert, because with Donald Trump in the White House and how close he is to all of these corporations, hell, he is a multinational corporation. It's really important to know the TTIP now is a little bit like a zombie. It's in the ground, perhaps, at the moment. But at any moment, Trump could bring it back alive to terrorize us all. And then we're going to need to campaign again in partnership to stop it one more time until we know it is thoroughly boxed, 6 feet under buried, and then we can celebrate together a victory for people on the planet.